All right, folks, we are live. Thanks for tuning in. Makeshift production of Lax Losi at Losi's Locker Room here live in not in Boyd's anymore, are we? We're not in Boyd's, are we? Only Maryland. Only? OLNEY Maryland here today for the matchup with 214 Dallas against Triumph. Triumph lost their first game yesterday against C3. Good win there by Maddie. So shot right out of the gate. Maddie went to Spring Lake High School. She attends Spring Lake High School. They had a good season this year. Back behind Anna Phillips, I imagine. Anna Phillips feed there. Mia. So Mia scores right out of the gate, and Triumph gets off to a good start, 1-0. So Anna attended Forest Hills Eastern Northern. Oh, she's East Lansing? Yes. And I got it on there somewhere, so I did my diligence. Ooh, varsity basketball, field hockey. So really stepping up our game now. I got a color guy. I've only got one mic though. Well, I've got two mics. We might be able to hook it up for game 2, but I was not comfortable using it yet. Another win there. Maddie coast to coast, 2-0. Triumph right out of the gate. Well, they weren't undefeated. That's the funny part. They were 0-2 as I went to sleep last night and then woke up this morning and I was just informed that they're 2-0 now. What is it? Do we know? We're not quite sure here, but I know this is 214 Dallas. 214 Dallas from Texas, the heart of Texas. 10-gallon hats. I don't see any 10-gallon hats out here right now. No Spurs. Up in the air, win there as they're going to get their first win with the draw. I asked for rosters on Twitter from 214 Dallas. As of this broadcast, they did not respond. So they will be only known as numbers. But I do like the black with the neon shot there. That'll be wide. Who's going to get there? Who got there? Zaria, we like to call her Z, or at least that's what I've been told to call her, is Z. Maggie feeds middle. And now Triumph off to the races. That is trouble. Oh, good save to get in. It got in. 3-0 here for Triumph. Claire from Emma. That is the DCD to GRCC connection. That is a lot of individual letters, folks. So if you're keeping score at home, it's a lot of letters. Chris Mariucci making his first appearance here for the 2024 team. We'll get some live looks into him with this camera. Of course, calling from wherever he is, always on the go. Claire, good ground ball, good feed. And this is the team I was looking to see yesterday, to be honest with you. Feed, got it. And there is the same connection, just in reverse order. So that was quick. And I'll tell you, this one is humming along for the ladies from Triumph, a lot more so than yesterday, as they had to shake off the travel rust, as I like to call it, yesterday. Zoom in here on the face. New middies in the game. 4-0? 4-0. Well, just like that, Triumph in the lead and exerting their will against the team from Texas. 214, big program in the state of Texas. They pull from a number of different areas in what my research had told me. And their head coach is a 2016 graduate of Princeton, where she started on defense there. We're going to lose that face off. And 214 is looking to stop the proverbial bleeding here to try to get back in this one, as Triumph has jumped all over them. And there they go. And just like that, on cue, they get on the scoreboard. .214, I always like the area code reference in sports. Makes you know where they're from, but of course you have to type in the area code and then find out where that is. Youth, Wichita Falls, Texas, to be exact. I first played baseball. My mother, I think it was a second grader, and she put me into fast pitch like fifth grade. And I remember my first at bat, the kid threw it by me, and I was terrified. I had no chance of hitting that ball. The Raiders. I think my mom's got a picture of that somewhere. All right, so 4-1 here. You know, it really was. I was walking over here with Emma's dad saying, boy, this weather's actually pretty decent. And now all of a sudden it's gotten extremely humid, and this broadcaster is sweating. Oh, that was a what happened there goal, that's a seeing eye goal, as I like to call it. That's what happens. You get these fields that you just have no idea where they're going to go. Get it on cage and hope for the best. So 4-2, Triumph, and really just off the draw is really what it's been. Yeah, whoever's won the draw has found the back of the net every single time. Zoom in here on the draw. Claire's at the draw. Or is that Emma? Who we got? Claire? Claire, Maddie, and Izzy on the circle. Got it. There we go. Nice one. Yes, I concur. What's interesting is that Claire's season ended at the hands of Maddie this year in the high school season. Yeah, the good news in the spinach, it's not going to trickle out. Yesterday, that ball would have been halfway to the Washington Monument. Mia to Claire on that one. Well, it is summer ball, and the age-old question that I've been debating back and forth on Twitter with a lot of people, really on the boys' side, is, depending on your skill level, are you getting better playing summer ball or going to camps and working with an individual trainer? What are your thoughts? I think that is very, very prudent. Up right into your living room. What was that call? That was call. All right, here we go. Push. We're flying. All right, let's see what we get here. Back behind Mia. Yeah, no fast break goal there. This is our first unsettled possession, I think, of the game. Shot scores. Get it on cage. Miss Morosi goes, Hattie, I'll meet you in Cincinnati here early on in this one. 6-2. This one has much more flow than yesterday. Yesterday was more like we need Drano to clean out the pipes a little bit. I think so. The presence of Chris Mariucci always adds a factor. Oh, Right. The actual coach, not the ever-present coach and head of the program, Mariucci. Ball down. Good ground ball there by Claire. Claire will scoop that one and she'll push. Long pass, open, one more. Oh, too high to Anna Phillips. That one did not go out, so that will be an unforced turnover by the ladies from Triumph. Yes, first opportunity to clear for either team. And clearing was an issue. Beat her to the sideline, beat her to the sideline. Some wheels deep in the heart of Texas. Back down. Inside. Good check there. Texas has got some players. Fire scores. And that's a little smoke show on the inside there by number 10. As this one goes back and forth. If you get the possession, you better score because the other team will. Nope. Nope. Yep. Remind me of the old San Antonio Spurs team with George Gervin back in the day, the Iceman. Iceman cometh. Eastern Michigan grad, George Gervin, number 44. One of the greatest iconic posters of all time by Nike with him sitting on top of that throne of ice. All right, so 6-3. We are at 6-3. Triumph with the lead. And the ever important draw goes awry. We're going to get a jumpy jump on Texas. And now Triumph, they're going to press out a little bit there as Triumph now will set up in the offensive zone. Back behind, Anna Phillips feeds. Whoa, good back check and a little push. Yep, we're going to get the push, get a push call. That'll be an 8-meter shot. As I brushed up on my terms last night, I just didn't feel right calling it a free shot. Well, no, that's okay. That's this Losie's locker room productions are always just freewheeling. Anything goes. So Claire Smoke got it. And that will find the back of the net. Tough, tough, tough day for the netminders already. And I think it's just going to progressively get worse. No, I don't think so. I don't think there is either. But that's what summer is. Summer's for hot dogs, apple pie, and unlimited scoring in women's lacrosse on the East Coast. At least that's what I'm told. 7-4. Triumph with the lead. The ladies in purple will play again at 4 o'clock against a quality opponent in the Atlanta Storm. Good win there by Emma. Emma takes one of the brain, but no call. Another one of the stomach as they are, and now they are just completely harassing Emma to the point, but she will not back down. Emma with it, played it. Gonna get a moving screen. We're gonna get a moving screen. I'm gonna get a moving screen on that one as the Triumph player and the whole screening thing in girls lacrosse. I am not completely well versed, but I would assume that that's what it is. She did not push her arms out, but she needs to be vertical. There's Abby Losi playing chase. Make sure we got a good picture here, and we do. And so 3-2-3. No, not 3-2-3. That's a different area code. What's that Garth Brooks song? Different area codes for something. I'm going to mess up the area code probably. 214. As I mentioned, their head coach started at Princeton 2016. There's a good save there on the inside. Now we get to clear. Got a break to get open. Somebody's got to get open. Walk it up. Long, good pass there. That is a good, and then a good. Oh, there we go. Boom, boom. That's what you want to see. And now we go. And now we got numbers if they hurry. Hurry. Feeds high. Oh, that was pretty. That was what you call a fast break. Tic tac toe. From Ireland with love as Mia finds the back of the net. And Triumph now leads 8-4? 3. 8-3. We are, I'd say, a little over the midway point of the first half. Let's check. 15 minutes in, 10 minutes remaining. Oh boy, this is working out so much better. I contemplated getting up on a chair, but then these chairs were very flimsy. I could just see myself going down. Next thing you know, EMS is here. It's all over Twitter. Lax Losi goes down in Maryland. Zoom in here is Emma. Emma played at DCD, Detroit Country Day, this year. Great season. They lost one game, 17-1 this year. Tough loss against Cranbrook as they led in that one late. But the Cranes came back to win that one and eventually into the state finals where they fell to EGR. No East Grand Rapids ladies on this 2024 team. That was something that struck me. As we've got a mixture of schools, Hazlitt being the dominant one. Very congested down there, almost like the picket fence. Jimmy Chitwood. That's right. Lucky Jimmy Chitwood never went over to Terhune, where he flirted with Terhune for a while. So the ladies from Dallas have slowed this one down a little bit, looking to get some space. Oh, they're playing a little weave there. Ooh, good move. Switches hands. Good take. That was a nice take. I always love seeing the ladies switch hands as they should. And that was a good take there by that crafty player from number 10 who seems to be the dominant force for, which still makes no sense to me how you take away something that's positive. Oh, hello. Try to go sidewinder down below. And a great save. Maggie Schneider with it. But then we give it away and we give up a goal. No, she missed it. She missed it. It came out. Maggie Schneider has a brother who plays for Juice Cherries. No. Yes. Oh, I love to hear the cackles of parents in the background. Nope. We do Triumph family and parents do a very nice job of not being that family. Good take again. They're going to need to do something about number 10 or she is going to have a field day in this one. Everyone making some wholesale changes here. It looks like a fire drill as girls are running from place to place. And that's a long drive. I mean, I guess if you're coming from Texas, you want to bring a lot of people. Always the age-old question, do you make that 8-hour drive? And it's always that 8-hour. 8 hours, I think, is that tipping point where it's decision time. 9, that's too much. 7, yeah. All right, Claire at the draw here against number 10, who seems to be doing it all for the ladies from Texas. Up in the air. She's going to win it. And that is always an advantage, especially in girls lacrosse, but boys lacrosse as well. But it seems to be more so. So we've got a restart here, backing up number 10 for 214. Triumph ladies got a stop last time and a great save. Unfortunately, the clear was not what Triumph had wanted, and as such, ended up in a Texas goal. So we made a little bit of a change here. Yep, as you got Claire now covering number 10. Oh, she's going to give the proverbial head fake. More of a forced head fake on that one. Everyone's looking for. Good move. Izzy's in there. Good save. We're going to get a whistle. Nope. She held her hand up in the air. I don't know why she does that. That's odd. Good save. Long pass. Claire, one more. Ball goes faster than the player. Careful. Spin. Good spin. Fire. Throw it. Turnover. Well, that, they always say that the clear is everyone's job. And now long pass, good catch there, and a little bumpy bump as number 10. The offense runs through her as we speed towards halftime in this one. And the scoring started out fast and furious, like the new Fast and Furious movie coming out in July, the final in one of America's greatest franchise, but now has slowed down as only one goal in the last 3 minutes. Number 8 now. Cutter, 10. Good catch. In trouble. And outside goal. So we're blowing whistles, but no one's a lot of pointing going on, but not a lot of calling of anything, and that will count. All right. 8-5. That's right. That's a lot of numbers for you, everybody, too. 2-1 Triumph 8 2-1-4 5 comma / number 10-5 10-4. I think an underrated show when we talk about 10-4 talks about CB radios is BJ and the Bear. Long standing show back in the day about a trucker. We didn't have a monkey though, did it? That was Every Which Way But Loose with Clint Eastwood. But because Bear was a monkey and BJ and the Bear too. I think so. And I'm gonna have to check that one or have some of my fact checkers. That's gonna be fired. That's gonna get out of bounds. Mia's there. I'd call a timeout here, but we don't have timeouts in summer. Yeah, Emma comes out of there with it. Quick restart, and here comes Triumph on the break. No numbers. And now Triumph really with their first offensive possession in quite some time. 1 minute remain. 1 minute. Claire's in, and Claire scores. Claire will take it as Emma to Claire gets the Triumph ladies a goal that they needed here, as 2-1-4 had put a little bit of a run together based on draws and number 10. And really draws by number 10. So if you're a good player, let everybody know it with your play, not your social media account. The breeze picks up, which is very nice, as it had died down briefly. So 9-5. Maddie, great win there. Time ticking down. According to Losie's locker room shot clock, and that'll do it. So that'll do it here at halftime in a fun-filled event so far, as Triumph is going to lead the 214 ladies from the heart of Dallas, Texas, 9-4. We 9-4? I think we're 9-4. So 9-4 in this one. Great tournament up here for sure. 9-5. We've got a 9-5. I wonder if we can zoom in on that scoreboard. Let's take a peek. See how far we can get in there. We can do a little spot checking. Oh yeah, we can see it right there. Look at that. 9-5. 9-5 in this one. And a great tournament up here. A number of fields too. This is our second location. So the location we were at yesterday. A lot of fields over there and a lot of fields over here. This has got to be one of the bigger girls tournaments, I would think, out east over the course of the season for sure. And the Triumph ladies are out here battling as they are. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there's our crack staff. Great sound, great picture. Just got the, oh, yep. I was 7 in the second grade when I was in Texas. I had that right. That's my biggest fan, my mom, always checking in on every broadcast, no matter where she is. She could be in surgery, and all of a sudden she said, "Hold on a sec, Doc. Hold on." She's a nurse. "Hold on a second. Let me, I got to check the sound and the picture at Losie's locker room to make sure my son's broadcast is okay in the middle of Maryland, whatever." No, just kidding, folks. So as I mentioned, Triumph will be back in action against the Atlanta Storm at 4 o'clock, and they battled Atlanta Storm down in Tampa last year. As I watched that game as I was at the NHSLS event in Baltimore, and I had some struggles with that broadcast. It was different wrong teams and all kinds of stuff. So it was difficult to follow. But I know just in doing some of my diligence last night that Atlanta's a good program. This program as well has a good program too. Took a look at a number of their commits. I saw that they've got a couple of commits, the 2022s and the 2021s. Took a look at those. And they've got a number of kids. I had them written down, but my crack staff has taken away. I think they're talking about my numbers, aren't they? They're trying to figure out my numbers. Those are individual records for the high school teams, and then their ranking where they finish nationally in the state of Michigan, and then who they lost to in the playoffs. I sent out a picture, and it was really meant just to be sent out for the numbers, right, the roster, and then I put some notes on there about their final record as a high school. So if Abby Losi went to Mercy, what her final record was at Mercy, and we can talk about it on the air because we can do anything we want to. So if anyone sees that roster that I had sent out there, you'll see number, name. Let me see. Yeah, number, name, and then you'll see their high school and then their position. And then, so for instance, number 2, MJ Kincaid, she played at Hazlitt, and they finished 10-5 on the year. They finished number 22 in the state of Michigan based on lax numbers rankings in the state, and they lost to Forest Hills Northern in the playoffs. Pretty simple. I mean, it's simple for me because I wrote it, but obviously somebody else looking at it is like, and we've got a plethora of parents coming up here yelling and screaming. No, it's not. They're not yelling and screaming, but they were curious that there was some logic behind it, and there is logic behind it. And then even with Ireland Brown, where at DeWitt, they lost in the semis, and so I put semis. They lost to EGR. See, yeah. And since we don't have anyone from Rockford or EGR, I didn't need to put anything else because they all lost in the season. So there was total logic to my madness, everybody. Let's do a quick player spotlight. Number 8, Maggie Schneider, Forest Hills Central, lives in Grand Rapids. She participates in volleyball, basketball, and lacrosse. I like this hobby, though, because Schneider was the only one to send in anything. So hopefully more people will flood my inbox with funny stories and whatever else. Her favorite hobby is playing with her dog Otto, outdoor activities, crafting. She likes thrift shopping. I don't really know what thrift shopping is, but it's a thing now. I will definitely add that to the to-do list for my crack staff, Paul Zarek and Brian Fix. Brian Fix is actually playing Crystal Downs Golf Course today, so he will not be fact checking during the game. And I'm not actually sure if they signed on to do girls lacrosse in Maryland. So we'll have to see about that. She's got a brother I mentioned, plays Juice Cherries. He's a 23. And this was interesting as well. Her grandfather played lacrosse at Duke in the 60s. I did not know that. And we're going to start this one back up. I guess I should zoom in here and pay attention, right? Oh, there we are. So, second half about to begin. And I think this broadcast is much better. If we could get a platform built by the next game, we could be up a little higher. Ground ball in the spinach, picked up in your living room by 214. 214 had some, I think I put some commits on there. If you flip the back page of that, you'll see a little 214 section in there. I got some girls going to some schools. Inside scores. Number 19 finds the back of the net on that pick and fence that they keep running. And so that was 19. No, 19. 19. This is in their program. They didn't have any 24 commits, so this is more just random knowledge to see the quality of their program. So they had a 2019 that went to Michigan, 2020 going to Michigan. Oh, Denver, yep. I put Davenport on there because that's in Michigan. Oh, the coach is from Princeton. Yep. I like the Manhattan because I just like the name Jaspers. And I always enjoy saying that, even though I was not a big fan of theirs this year as they defeated the University of Detroit Mercy Titans men's team in that game in Manhattan that I was not attending. It seems that the 214 girls have stepped up their game almost like they're spinach, like Popeye at halftime, and we're now at 9-7. Nope. Yep. So pull it back here, 9-7 as the gals from the Lone Star State have jumped out all over Triumph as they look a little shell shocked. Don't be afraid of the bling or the Texas Star as they have made this one a lot closer in a short period of time. Need a win here. Up in the air, another win as the wing play. And they have lost the first three draws in this one, and that has cost them as we now sit at 9-7 here early in the second. Number 10 is the Catalyst. I like to call her the Roger Staubach of the 214 team. Oh, that is going to be a check to the noggin. We're going to get a call. I think we were good on the first play, and then Maddie came in there with a little bit too much lumber. I think this gets a little, because we dip it down, we'll go up here like this. Shot there. Good save. Good save there. Now they need to clear. I'm not sure what you called. I am just going to sit here and be quiet as we try to listen in, but some reason there is a call and it is not going, or is it? Nope, it's not going Triumph's way as the team from Texas seems to have the ball. And number 10, she's just going. That's trouble. That'll be a goal. Yeah. Yeah, I think we need to recognize when 10 has the ball as she now has I'm going to say 5 goals for all of our friends down south in Mexico. So we're at 9-8. We are at 9-8 here. 2-1-4 has come out guns a-blazing, pun intended, and taken it to, 3 draws and 3 goals. Maggie Schneider now coming in for the draw. She is very talented, I have to tell you. Very impressive, number 10. I think she may have already clinched up the Losie's Locker Room opponent's player of the game, barring something miraculous. I don't think anyone on the 2-1-4 team could outshine her. Another cutter. They run the same thing. There's a good save. Oh, come on. Hit the stick. A free clear. Let's go. Free clear. Free clear. That should be a free clear, shouldn't it? Goal interference? No. Didn't catch that one right near living room. But Maddie is going to get there. She's going to come right near living room. We'll back it out. Feed back into the middle of the field. Claire's got it. She's in. Smoke show. Feeds back behind. Hannah with the save. Hannah and her sisters. Triumph needs a good ride as they're going to clear and find the offensive zone. Nice play. Long clear. We got an offside. Triumph offside. Emma offsides. Are we sure about that? An offside's down there, not here. How'd Emma get back so quick? All right, well, another call goes against Triumph. That's 2 in a row now. That is leading to another opportunity for the ladies from Texas. Deep in the heart of Texas is 2-1-4 Lacrosse, and I'm telling you, they just run this little picket fence. Listen, and I'm all for it. I've always said since I've been watching girls lacrosse, line them all up, run the picket fence. That's exactly what they do. Ball down. Ground balls so critical. Triumph lost a lot of them. Going to get a push. What are we going to get? Nothing? No call. Good. All right, let that one go. I'm good with it. You're good with that, right? You're good with that, yeah. A lot of ground balls yesterday went the C2 way. That sounded weird, but that was the name of the team. Inside. And number 10 picks up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. And we are now deadlocked at 9 as 2-1-4 has stormed the Alamo and tied this one at 9. We're not sure how many 10 has, but I just went up to 7. She's won a lot of the draws, too. If this was boys lacrosse, we put a long pole out there, but it's not. She's very talented. One player leading her team. Need a draw, need a win here for Triumph. Ball up. She's putting it in the right spot. She didn't get it that one. That's now 50-50, 50-50, 50-50. Not getting out of bounds in the spinach. Cabbage patch grass, and another call against Triumph. That's 3 now that I'm counting. That's giving the ladies from Texas another opportunity to score here, and they've got a chance to take the lead, which is, that's going to be a push. That is not vertical. So 9-5 at the half. They have scored 4 straight. 10 does not have it on the ISO, which is great, but they're definitely going to run her off these screens over here, folks. Let's just back out a little bit so you can watch 10 come off the screen in the picket fence to the right. So if she doesn't shoot, she's going to drop it over there to the picket fence. And she's going to shoot. And she scores. So didn't need to run the picket fence as she just took it straight in. And now 2-1-4 Dallas has taken a 10-9 lead in this one. So after such an encouraging start, the Triumph offense has been inherently held on the schneid just because of the lack of possessions coming off of the draw. Who we got at the draw now? We got Anna Phillips. Anna Phillips. What's that? So we need a win here, folks. This is critical, even though there's still plenty of time left. But the momentum, that is going to be nobody's. We're going to do it again, which is always fun to do in a running clock in the summer. Anna Phillips, East Lansing attends Tackman. 7-6 on the year they were. Finished 34th in the Lax Power rankings. This is still 50-50. They're going to call nothing. They called it. And another quick restart. And 2-1-4 has an opportunity to go up by 2 goals, unfortunately, for Triumph. And there's a little inside move. Good defense. As MJ prevented her from trying to get to the inside there. But really, you almost want to think about putting Z on 10 would be my personal opinion, but I am not a coach, just a amateur broadcaster, father, and all around good guy. I can say that. Don't be scared of the Bates Motel up on top of the hill. Good turnover there. Coming out. Not out. Not out, but picked up again. Another ground ball. That's that little extra hustle play on the ground balls. With this Cabbage Patch grass, you really got to dig down and get there, almost like you need a weed whacker. Number 8 inside, fires, scores. And so now what you're seeing is just a lot of one-on-ones by 2-1-4, and they now lead it 11-9 in this one. And it just a tale of two halves, as it has been all 2-1-9. I don't think that Triumph even has an offensive possession in this one, do they? I don't think we do. I don't think we do, folks. I think this has been a maybe. Yep. I think that. Yeah. I think we had one. Yep. I would concur. We can always go back and check the tape, which Chris Mariucci will do at some point tonight. I would say between the hours of 2 and 4 a.m. Need one here. Inside again. And so really they are doing a nice job as they're putting the ball where they need to. And this is definitely time to be concerned as 2-1-4, another one inside. That one's hit the post. Mr. and Mrs. Post making an appearance here in Maryland, which could not have come at a better time for Kylie. Kylie played very well yesterday in that game against C2. Made some great saves. Here's that picket fence again. I'm telling you. Up, yeah. And so the picket fence, they got caught watching the paint dry, and they're going to get a moving screen on the inside, and Triumph will have an opportunity to clear now, trailing by 2. Halfway point of the second half? Halfway point of the second half. My internal clock working very well today. Got a lot of sleep last night. I was so tired. Catch that, Anna. Yes. Emma with it. Emma gets bullied. We're going to get a quick restart here. Hopefully we get a quick restart and a Quick shot, feed inside, oh high. As a good look from Emma, looking for Claire, sailed high up and over the crossbar. Thinking, is that a new netminder in goal for 214? We haven't seen her yet, but it seems as if there might be a new goaltender. You'd think coming from Texas, you'd bring two goaltenders. Inside, shot scores! A much needed goal by Claire as 2-2 finds the back of the net to get Triumph within one here as we sit at 11-10 in a barn burner at the 10-minute mark. You know, for all you folks tuning in here on this Saturday afternoon, you're seeing a real gem of a summer club game in Maryland as a lot of talented rising sophomores from the state of Michigan and the state of Texas battle it out in the middle of, I would say, almost nowhere, but in Maryland. There was no easy way to get here. Thank goodness for Waze. I got to tell you, anybody who comes out here, you have to use Waze because I avoided some serious traffic yesterday. Claire, ball down. It's 50-50 again. That's all it is. This is just a battle of will. Scoop through it. We're going to get a cover. Oh, boy. Another rough call there on that one as another one goes by way of not Triumph. And another one. So I don't know about that cover call. You got three girls standing in the middle of the field, all going for a ground ball, and they call a cover on one of them. I don't know. That one's dicey. Yeah, I don't know if she's from the Lone Star State. That would be a tough place to come to be coach, referee, girls lacrosse in Maryland. But remember, the head coach went to Princeton, East Coast. Wait, and she's wearing an orange little thing there too. That's a Princeton color. I think we might be onto something here about it, people. I don't know. I cannot confirm nor deny that she ever played lacrosse at Princeton with the head coach of. What are we doing here? It's very timely that we're going to run some clock here. There wasn't anything our eye on that cover call, however. Now we're just teasing. It's summer, got to keep it fun. Most important thing here is that we're playing. The girls are getting work in, and we got a good one. 12-10 here. Little low one. There's a good jump. Boy, they had it too. Had a shot and didn't come up with it again, and that's the problem as 2-1-4 looks to extend their lead to 3. A good time for a stop here for Triumph. Good save there as Kylie comes up with it. There we go. Z with it. Z's got wheels. She's been held fairly quiet today just because a lot of the occurrences. There's Maddie with it. Long pass, middle of the field, backside. Don't need it. Good look. No, did not get in, but a ground ball picked up by Triumph. As we had a couple of good looks on the inside as Emma had it. Made a nice fake, but the goalie got a piece of it. 13-10 here. We are under the midway point. And realistically, the way that the draw situation is, Triumph needs to score pretty much every possession. Fire, that's going to be high. Good back up there. Anna Phillips with it. Got to move the ball. Ball movement. You see what 2-1-4 does. We are a lot more dodging. And we're going to get another call on Triumph. Now it's starting to get a little questionable. Stepped in the crease. I mean, I can't even see, let alone that line, but she is closer than I am. I don't know if they have a shortage of referees at this tournament, but I don't know. All right, so 13-10 here. The Triumph ladies have their work cut out for them as that was an errant pass. Got to be us. Good ground ball there by Z. Got to find ways to get her more active. Looking, peel back. Help her on the sideline, right in your living room. As that Anna Phillips with it. Z's got it now. Somebody's got to help. Let's back it out and see what people are not doing. Fires to no one. Ball right goes right. It's like a seeing eyeball right into the stick of number 40 as she is rumbling into the offensive zone. 4-2-1-4 in goal. So Triumph with an opportunity to clear as they make a good defensive stand down on one end, but struggle to clear. Turnover in the middle of the field as the defender, deep hole for 2-1-4, goes coast to coast and finds the back of the net. And we now are faced with a 14-10 deficit with, I'd say, 7 minutes left. 4 minutes left. Oh, I was getting a little happy for the 7 minutes. I always like to lean towards what's more positive for our girls. And that didn't work out, but we're going to tie our shoe now and pull out every trick in the book to run clock. So we're going to tie our shoe right at the most inopportune time. We should get the ball, actually, because that'd be a delay of game. They should give them the ball, not going to. Even in Summer League, especially when time is a ticking. We've now wasted close to 45 seconds in a shoe tying. And now we have 3 minutes left in the game. Good pickup there. Nice one there by Maddie. Claire, sorry. As need some cutters, need movement. Movement. Claire looking to go left-handed. Loses it as they are converge on her. And that is going to be another turnover for Triumph as the ladies from 2-1-4 look to salt this one away. And I've used that expression salt away for many years, but I never knew what it meant. And so this will either be the first win for 2-1-4 according to last night's brackets, or it'll be their third win. So we're not quite sure. I'm going to guess their third win as well, as long as number 10 didn't just show up today. If number 10 was here yesterday, then they won both games. If she was not, it's a crapshoot. But I'll give you the answer to that question and many, many more at 4 o'clock right here on this same Bat channel. Ooh, that's going to be a little nudgy nudge to the head. And that should probably end the game by the looks of how long this is going to take to get set up. So a very exciting start for Triumph. Has unfortunately, good save. So Kylie has made some very good saves here in the second half as she has really been subject to a ton of shots offensively. There's a good look into the middle of the field, and here comes Triumph. Feeds, and there's a good goal. Nice fast break goal there. Natalie gets that one. Natalie, midfielder from Brighton. She was in the state finals this year. As every one of our girls here made varsity, which is a great accomplishment. 1 minute remaining, 1 minute as Triumph is trailing in this one 13-11. We're going to need a quick, but the other official now is essentially combing her hair for some reason and picking up their phone. She's already, well, there's one here, so maybe she's the next game. So, and I don't know how that gets all the way there, but it does. And there's a feed to the middle, and that should do it, barring a quick turnover. Empty. Fire it, fire it, fire it. Throw it a long ways. That'll do it. And that'll do it, folks, as Triumph will fall to 2-1-4 Dallas in this one, 13-11. Triumph led in this one 9-5 at halftime. And 2-1-4 exerted their will in the second half, won a bunch of draws, and just built on that. And Triumph really just didn't have a chance offensively. And that's the way it goes. It's a game of runs, lacrosse boys and girls. And that's really what you saw today in the second half, is that Triumph could not get a ground ball off the face, and unfortunately led to a defeat. And Triumph now falls to 0-2 in this tournament. They'll be back at 4 o'clock to battle the Atlanta Storm. We'll have all the records figured out by then, hopefully, and we'll be able to give you an update at that point in time. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. If you hit subscribe before you tune out and you hit notifications, you will get a notification every time I go live, and then you will be able to participate, listen, and chime in anytime you want. So I appreciate it. Everybody enjoy their time, and I'll see you probably in about an hour. All right. Thank you.